And our parent company Comcast just reporting, and the initial reaction in the shares are higher, as you can see, up about 2%. Company saying it's strong financials, and when you look at Comcast, I mean, think about the different businesses it's in. So EBITDA, adjusted EBITDA, is probably one of the most important numbers, along with free cash flow. So EBITDA up 6% to $9.5 billion. Free cash flow, $3.4 billion. Consolidated revenues down just slightly, 1.5% to $29.8 billion. But excluding the Tokyo Olympics and the currency impact, it was actually up 7% year over year. The expectations, just for the bottom line, almost the company says analyst expectations were exceeded on nearly every metric, and earnings per share up 10.3% to 96 cents. Was versus expectations of 90 cents. We should point out that there is a non-cash charge at Sky of $8.6 billion due to the macroeconomic situation in Europe, higher energy costs, interest rates, inflation, Ukraine. But the business itself had solid operating performance and added 320,000 customers, which is the highest quarterly growth since the company has owned Sky. Cable, highest margin on record, 45.1%, and EBITDA up 5.4%. I don't know if this connectivity business, we're talking about broadband, and one of the complaints about the stock was that really rapid broadband growth during the pandemic had slowed. Right. Up 14,000 on what the company says is a very large addressable base, but 14,000 broadband subs were added.
I didn't realize it had more broadband than AT&T, Verizon,
all combined.
And T-Mobile combined.
Yep, yeah, all combined. And then if you want some interesting things, I mean, the theme parks, man. If you don't think people are going back after the pandemic, what is that? I think it's up like 40% or something on theme parks. Yeah, NBC Universal. EBITDA growth of 25%.
Record for the third quarter.
Yeah.
I think the Peacock numbers are numbers the street will care about. Paid subscribers surpassed 15 million. That was up 70% year to date. The company says they're just starting to benefit from new pay-one agreements. They've got sports that are key with the NFL, Major League Baseball, English Premier League, Notre Dame, Big Ten, WWE, Olympics, World Cup. So that's kind of what they're pointing to with Peacock.
To me, though, the
Studio's most profitable quarter ever.
I would focus, though, on the B2B side of this business, which is actually growing and is actually a big business, I think, more than people would appreciate. On the cable side, Comcast business revenue increasing 10%. I mean, in terms of just what that kind of business looks like. You're similarly seeing an interesting situation on the wireless business. They reaching now 5 million mobile lines. They had their best quarter. But ultimately, right now, it seems to me this is going to be a story of, can you continue to grow the margin on a lot of what is your current product? That the growth is going to come from current users, not necessarily how many, I think for a long time it was how many, what's the TAM in terms of just total addressable market, how many people can join up. Now I think it's a story, or will become a story of, how much data can you put down these pipes and how much can you charge for it? And
honestly, that's what AT&T has seen its growth with, and not necessarily just adding new customers. It's getting them, the existing customers, to agree to pay more. And I think that's the case with what they've seen with Comcast with some of these issues, too. Broadband revenue overall up 5.7%. They did say that video customer losses, about 561,000. But as they've said, they're not chasing unprofitable subscribers. They don't want to do that. They don't give the business away.
Yep.